Hi everybody, my name is Preston Roberts. I'm the Executive Director for Yellowstone Youth Football. I realize that I shoot all these videos and we get new players every year and I don't introduce myself. So if I haven't gotten to meet you or you don't know who I am the director. And I wanted to shoot a video real quickly to just go through the plans for the rest of the summer and for the season, being that this is such a different year for everybody. It's much easier for me to just talk through it. I did put some things on paper, and if you've signed up already, you've gotten that. If you signed up in the last week, you probably didn't get that email, but most of this information is on our website. But I'm just going to talk through it. I'll try to go quickly. This is going to be a longer video, but it's all the information that you will need for the next 2 weeks. So please watch till the end, and I will try to go as quickly as I can. I'm going to talk through the schedule for the rest of the summer up to our first game. Just answer some common questions, and then I'm going to talk about our plan for handling COVID. So that's what I've got over here is the schedule for the summer. So I'm just going to run through this quickly because it is on our website. It's YellowstoneYouthFootball.org. It is not YellowstoneYouthFootball.com. I've actually gotten several emails back that is now an inappropriate website. So do not go to YellowstoneYouthFootball.com. It is YellowstoneYouthFootball.org. For some reason it's still links.com in our emails. I'll try to fix that, but just know that it is YellowstoneYouthFootball.org. So our equipment checkout starts this Saturday, and we're going to go from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. And then Sunday, August 9th, we're going to go from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Monday, August 10th, and Tuesday, August 11th, we're going to go from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. So 4-hour time slots, plenty of time to get down here and get in. We will not open early and we will not stay open late. So please be respectful of our time. We will be respectful of yours. The whole process for equipment checkout takes 5 to 8 minutes at the absolute most. Please don't try to show up early and don't try to come late because we will open and close on time to try and be, again, respectful of your time. All of our gear is exactly the same, down to the model number. So the first person that comes on Saturday is going to get the same exact gear as the last person that comes on Tuesday. So there's no good gear. It's all good gear. You're going to get all the exact same things, so there's no need to rush down here right away. Whenever you're able to come, please find a time to come down and do that within those hours. The most common question I get is we're not going to be able to make the equipment checkout times. I know we're in the time of summer where we're dealing with family vacations and stuff like that. So the answer to that question is the nights of August 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. That's a Tuesday through Friday. August 18th is the first day of practice. So the 18th through the 21st, between the hours of 4 and 8 p.m., you can come down and get your equipment, okay? That's also going to be time for kids that need equipment exchanges, who have the wrong size helmet or something breaks. That will be the time for exchanges, okay? So if you can't make equipment checkout, that is going to be the time to come down. So that's it with equipment checkout. We will do our best to adhere to social distancing. So when you come to the shed, the equipment checkout is here at the shed at Stewart Park. We're in the west parking lot. It's a big blue building. You'll be able to see the line of people coming back to the lot here. So when you come in, parents, please stay in your vehicles or outside. We will line the kids up at the door. We will space them out to make sure that we are adhering to those guidelines. Parents, please don't come inside. I know it's difficult, but we have coaches and board members and myself and other employees who are trained to fit football equipment, and the whole process, like I said, takes 5 to 8 minutes, so we will get them in and out of here as fast as humanly possible, but it gets really crowded in here, and that makes it hard for us to adhere to those guidelines. So parents, please stay in the vehicle or hang out in the parking lot, and we will go as fast as we can. The next thing is combines, okay? Obviously if you signed up, you know that we break things down into regions based on where kids are going to go to junior high, okay? So we'll just start with, at the top, our northern region. That combine is Wednesday, August 12th at Medicine Crow Middle School, okay? So the schools in the northern region, okay, are Castle Rock, Medicine Crow, Shepherd, Huntley, and Lockwood. Those are the 5 main ones. If your kid goes to Pioneer, that would be one that would come to us. Independent, that would be one that goes to the north. I think that's everything. I'm going to try to remember all of them, but I don't have a list in front of me. So those are the main ones that I can think of off the top of my head. So that one is at Medicine Crow on Wednesday, August 12th. Thursday, August 13th is the Central region, and that will be at Lewis and Clark Middle School. Central includes Riverside, Lewis and Clark, Will James. Those are the major ones. It also includes Elysian, St. Francis, and I think those are all that fall in there. Pretty much anything to the east of 24th school-wise, except for Will James, obviously. And Trinity Lutheran is the other one that goes in there in the Central region. So that one will be Thursday the 13th at Lewis and Clark, and the Western region will be Friday the 14th at Ben Steele. So the Western region schools are Ben Steele, that's the big one. Laurel, any Carbon County schools, so Joliet, Park City, Roberts, Bridger, any of those schools will all go to the Western region. Canyon Creek and Elder Grove also fall into the West. So I think that's every school that we have signed up. If I missed one, I'm sorry, but you can kind of figure out based on those main schools where you should probably fall. If you still don't know and are unsure, feel free to contact me. So those combines are going to go from 6 to 8:30. We're going to start check-in at 6. Observation will begin at 6:30. But please do your best to be there by 6 so that we can get the kids checked in. The check-in process for those combines is a little difficult, so it takes a little bit of time. So please be there as close to 6 as you can. We will not start checking in until 6 o'clock. So parents, you are allowed to be there, but you cannot be on the field and you cannot be on the bleachers. Per social distancing and all that stuff, those are just the rules. So if you want to drop your child off and pick them up, we will be done at 8:30. If you prefer to sit and watch, you'll have to bring your own lawn chair and sit off behind the track. But we can't sit in the bleachers and we can't have you on the field. So we will be done promptly at 8:30 if you wish to drop them off and pick them up. Another main question I get with this is, we are going to miss our combine. Is there a time to make that up? The answer is no. If you miss your combine, what happens is your player is assigned a random number, and then at the end of the draft, when usually we only have 2 teams in each region, so when those teams are all picked, those numbers are randomly assigned back and forth to each team. So if your player is going to miss the combine, it is not a big deal. It's worked out just fine last year. So don't panic. If they can't be there, they're just going to be assigned a number, and really there's only a 50-50 chance anyways. They're going to be on one team or they're going to be on the other team. There's not 3 teams in one region, so it's not a big deal. If you can't make it, don't worry about it. So then Saturday and Sunday will be the player drafts. There's nothing required of players or parents on that day. That's just handled by coaches and the board. And then, so Sunday night the 16th and Monday morning afternoon Monday the 17th, sorry, you will get emails or contacts or something from your coach just to let you know what team you're on. And then Monday night the 17th is our kickoff party, which is at 6:30 right here at Stewart. We'll get together. You'll have your parent meeting with your coaches, and that's where you'll get your practice schedule, practice location, and all that. I get asked that question a lot. What's the practice schedule? Where our practices are at? I don't know is the answer, because that's decided on by your coach. So that night you'll meet your coach. You'll find out when and where practices are going to be and all that stuff. So that is Monday the 17th at 6:30. That's also our fundraising kickoff. So we'll come out here. There'll be music playing. We'll have some fun. It'll be very brief. 45 minutes to an hour, and then we'll be out. Tuesday, August 18th is the first practice, and the first game is August 29th. So that is a quick rundown of the calendar for the rest of the summer until practice starts. Notice that we're not having a jamboree this year, and that is an MHSA rule that we're abiding by, that there are no jamborees, so we don't have multiple teams on one field kind of rotating in and out. So there won't be a jamboree this year. So that kickoff party is especially important, so make sure you can attend that Monday, August 17th at 6:30. So that should answer most of the schedule questions and things like that. I do just want to give a brief update because I happen to have it in front of me of where we're at on numbers. In the Central region, we're really low on 6th graders. So if you're a 6th grader in the Central region and you know some friends that want to play, get them signed up. Let's see, what else? We need more 3rd and 4th graders in the Western region. So if you have 3rd and 4th graders there, that you know that want to get signed up, get them signed up. We need more kids there. We need more kids in the 5th grade all around. We need more 5th graders. So if you have friends, or if you have parents, if you have friends that have kids that are those age that would like to play, tell them to get signed up as soon as possible. August 14th is the last day that we're taking sign-ups, so about 10 days from now. So our numbers are low, but we still have plenty of enough to participate. But we're just a little low in some areas. We do have the at-large rule this year, where if you signed up after July 19th, I believe it was, we do have the leeway to move you from region to region. We don't want to do that, and we won't have to if we get kids to sign up in those areas. So again, we need 5th graders, we need Central Region 6th graders, and we need freshman West Region players. So 3rd, 4th in the West, 5th grade all around, and 6th in the Central Region. We really need you guys. So get signed up if you haven't, or let your friends know that the signups are only open for about 10 more days. So the last thing I want to touch on is our plan for COVID. And obviously, it's a different year for everybody. Everybody's having to deal with this. And I get asked a lot, what's your COVID protocol? And the true honest answer is right now we do not know. As most of you guys know and have seen, this thing is changing day to day. We have no idea what orders are going to be handed down from the government in the next 3 weeks. We do have a plan for practice. We're just going to follow the MHSA guidelines for practice, which involves sanitizing, social distancing. So we're going to try, it's pretty easy in a football practice for the most part to keep kids in little pods, with their position areas and stuff like that. It's a little more difficult once they get to team time where they're all together. But we will instruct our coaches to try to maintain social distancing as much as possible, keeping their kids in the same groups every single day. Kids will have to sign in when they come to practice so that we can trace. Equipment that's shared will be wiped down, will be sprayed down. Footballs will be sprayed down. We will make sure that all of that stuff is sanitized and cleaned on a daily basis. So that's our plan for practice. As far as our plan for games, again, we're about 3.5, 4 weeks out from our first game, so we don't know what that's going to look like yet. A couple of things that I can tell you right now to plan on. Number one is we probably won't have bleachers on the field, so you'll need to bring your own lawn chair, blanket, whatever it is that you want to sit on. And two, if you've been to Stewart before, you kind of know the layout of the park. We probably won't allow spectators inside the fence. So we'll make use of the skirts along the outside of the park, and we'll make use of the courtyard and the corridors that come out of that courtyard. So those are the two things that I can tell you that will probably happen. Again, no bleachers, and we probably won't have any spectators on the field. They will be outside the fences. And again, that's just to adhere to social distancing. If the mask initiative is still in place, we will ask that you wear a mask outside when you're closer to people than 6 feet. We do get a lot of spectators, so sometimes we understand that that's not possible. But by all means, if you are able to maintain that 6 feet, then you don't need to worry about a mask. So that's kind of where our plan is right now. We'll make sure that everything is sanitized, the game balls, the down markers, the equipment that's shared by volunteers, all of that stuff will be sanitized and washed down. So we are working diligently every single day to make sure that safety of your children is the number one priority. Obviously injury physically wise, but also health wise. So we want to make sure that we're doing the absolute best that we can to adhere to those guidelines. So that is kind of our plan for that. Those will be in writing and put out in document form. Our coaches clinics are this weekend, so our coaches will get those documents and those marching orders, so to say, of how to deal with this thing. And hopefully we only have to deal with it for a year. So we're going to do the best that we can, and we ask that you cooperate and help us do that and get through this the best that we can. But the good news is we're playing football, and we're excited to do that. We're glad that we got the okay to go full go. As many of you know, that came just last week or the week before. So it's been a crazy couple weeks here, but we are very excited to play. We are very excited to see you starting this weekend with equipment checkout. So it's coming fast and furious, but again, we are excited. Thank you for your time in watching this. If you have any questions still, you can reach out to me at 694-7274. A text message is best if you want a quick response. I'll do my best to get back to voicemails, but as you can imagine, this time is very busy on the phone, so a text message is best. You can also reach me by email at peroberts2191@gmail.com. If at all possible, avoid sending us Facebook messages. Our Facebook messages kind of just get buried underneath other things, and we don't respond to them often because we don't see them. If we see them, we try our best to respond, but again, those get answered last. So those are the ways to reach out to us. Again, we're so excited to have you this season, and we cannot wait for the next couple weeks. So we'll see you soon.